myself KM Rupnavar from TC College Baramati, and today we are going to discuss the chapter 4 of paper 5304, and chapter heading is chemiluminescence. Here the topic is types of chemiluminescence. Initially, we have studied the chemiluminescence and the principle of chemiluminescence, reactions involved in the chemiluminescence, and one plot. Now, just for introduction, chemiluminescence is the product of light from a chemical reaction. Two chemicals react to form an excited intermediate which breaks down, releasing some amount of its energy as a photon of light to reach its ground state. That means initially molecule is at a ground state, is absorbs energy and goes to the excited state, and from the excited state it comes to the ground state with release of some amount of energy in the form of photon, and this photon is of a light. Suppose initially there are two reactants A plus B, it gives AB star. AB star is the intermediate which is present in the excited state. When it comes to the ground state, there is a formation of product and some amount of light is emitted. Chemiluminescent reactions do not usually release much heat because energy is released as light instead. Example of chemiluminescence reactions is a luminol. Luminol produces a light when it reacts with an oxidizing agent. Next is the mechanism of chemiluminescence. Chemiluminescence is the emission of light when an electron returns from an excited state or higher energy level to the ground state. The excitation event is caused by a chemical reaction involving the oxidation of organic compounds like luminol, isoluminol, acridinum esters and luciferin by an oxidant. Here, oxidants are various types like H2O2, hypochlorite and oxygen. Light is emitted in the form of a photon. In the process of chemiluminescence, a packet of energy is released in the form of electromagnetic radiations instead of heat. The wavelength depends on the amount of energy. If the wavelength is within the range of visible light, the electron transition will be perceived as a light of a particular color. When the emission occurs in the ultraviolet region, then there is no color, but when the emission of light occurs in the visible region, obviously we can observe some color change. Here the luminescence types are chemiluminescence, bioluminescence, electroluminescence and mechanoluminescence, and various types of luminescence are there, but the bioluminescence is again a part of a chemiluminescence. Means the luminescence reactions are major types are bioluminescence, chemiluminescence and the electrochemiluminescence. Here I will see first the bioluminescence. Here, when fire fleets glow, the luciferin is oxidized to produce an excited complex which falls back down to the ground state, releasing a photon of light, just like the chemiluminescent reaction of luminol. See here I have written the reaction. In the body of fire fleets, luciferin is present. Luciferin get oxidized with O2 and there is the enzyme luciferase. There is a formation of oxyluciferin plus light, and so that we can observe there is emission of light present in the fire fleets. Next type is the electrochemiluminescence or the electro-generated chemiluminescence. Short form is capital ECL. This is a type of a luminescence produced during electrochemical reactions in the solutions. In electrogenerated chemiluminescence, the chemiluminescence itself occurs from the electrochemical reactions. Here, the electrochemically generated intermediates undergo a highly exergonic reaction. That means the free energy is released, or the negative free energy. Exergonic reaction to produce an electronically excited state that then emits light upon relaxation to a lower level state. This wavelength of the emitted photon of light corresponds to the energy gap between these two states. The type of chemiluminescent reactions, or the reason for the chemiluminescent reactions, is mainly the electron transfer and the fragmentation. Here I have written one sentence: the type of chemical reactions that can cause chemiluminescence and bioluminescence are electron transfer and the fragmentation reactions. First is the electron transfer reactions. These reactions often occur between organic radical cations and anions. The product of the reaction is an excited neutral molecule that potentially can emit radiation. Initially, molecule is at ground state, which is a neutral molecule, goes to the excited state. There is a suppose A star is the intermediate, then A star comes to the ground state. There is a formation of a product and some amount of energy is released in the form of a photon. This is a electron transfer reaction. Then the fragmentation reactions. In many cases, the radical cations and anions can be electrogenerated or produced itself in the chemical reactions. If the chemical reactants are electrogenerated, the radiative emission is called as a electrochemiluminescence. The radicals or the free radicals can be chemically generated sometimes. For example, radical anions can be formed by reducing naphthalene or diphenylanthracene with metallic potassium or sodium. Then, the fragmentation of a molecule sometimes can cause chemiluminescence. As an example of fragmentation is chemiluminescence sometimes occurs during fragmentation of the peroxide bond in an organic molecule. For example, hydrogen peroxide, take H2O2 and write as OH-OH. Here is the homolytic fission and two radicals of OH are formed as a 2OH radical. The peroxide generally is initially formed by the reaction of molecular oxygen with an organic molecule. This is all about the type of chemiluminescence.